What's the best thing that happened to you in Truth or Dare? Like the video and subscribe right now, and your crush will ask you out. I found out a girl I had a crush on me. How did that work out? It was senior year of high school. We gave it a shot and dated the rest of the school year and summer. But we went to college really far away and broke up. Still friends on Facebook and follow each other on Instagram, but really no contact. This was also like 11 years ago. I still wonder what could've been. I was playing Truth or Dare with my sister's friends and I dared one of them to do something, and after one of them says, "You could have dared someone to kiss you and you would have gotten your first kiss." That immediately set a light off in my head, and later in the night I asked if I could kiss her and I did. So I got to kiss a really pretty girl. Big brain. Got dared to kiss my back then high school crush. Couldn't do it, not because I'm kinda shy, but because it was my crush, so I denied and got booed out. She later came to check up on me and asked if I wanna do it now that the others weren't around. Of course I said yes and we kissed. First on the cheek, then normally. Afterwards she giggled and told me she liked it. There never came anything from it, but I still think of her quite a lot these days. It was a girl's 19th birthday party and my buddy from high school was there. Everyone was being lame and awkward, so I suggested Truth or Dare. The game went on for a while, but people were getting progressively more naked and horny as most of them were drinking. I was the DD for another friend at the party and the people staying were getting raunchier, so we split. The birthday girl and my high school buddy hooked up, and they've been together for about 7 years now and have a daughter together. I was dared to read Dora fanfic out loud. I was about 12 at a friend's sleepover. I was dared to go home by a kid who didn't like me too much. I walked the 2 miles home, and as I came to my driveway my older brother had just pulled in. He had 3 baby raccoons with him because he had hit their mother while delivering pizza. I got to spend the rest of the night with him. 3 raccoons and a cheese and pepperoni pizza watching Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm way late, but the first day I met my wife we played a game of Truth or Dare. She asked me, "Truth, what kind of clothes on a girl do you like?" Then the next day she showed up to my house in those clothes. "So what kind do you like?" "Winnie the Pooh, red shirt, no pants." Was sitting outside at a college campus and was dared to yell "I love you" to the next person I saw. I did, and this dude yells it back and keeps walking. We go back and forth, getting louder and louder as he walks off. Best reaction ever. Sounds about right for college. So my hair is pretty long. My friends used me as a mop to clean the wet floor. It was a fun idea. Wasn't fun, but remembering it is ahaha. The best thing was getting my lap sat on by my crush and a kiss on the cheek from her. I remember my first lap sat. It was a great time. Santa? Was dared to catch a frisbee in my teeth from across the yard. So, walked outside and across the yard. Girl wound up, threw the frisbee. Figured this ought to be funny when it bounces off my face, and as a total freaking fluke, actually caught it in my teeth. Similar story. I was the annoying kid in 6th grade and my friends bullied me. Once some kid was talking shit, so we started arguing. Then he threw a grape at me. I caught that shit in my teeth without breaking eye contact. I have never been so powerful. True power move. What you trying to tell me? That I can dodge grapes? No, yeah. What I'm trying to tell you is when you're ready, you won't have to. I wasn't even playing and someone dared a girl I liked to kiss me. That someone became a very good friend. This happened to me. Only she begged for another dare and got mad when they wouldn't give her one. Instead she kissed my cheek and said, "That's all you're getting." A long time ago, when I attended a high school very far away, I was sleeping on a bus trip when a very hot girl leaned over me and kissed me with tongue without saying a word. About 5 seconds later I realized the cool kids were playing Truth or Dare in the back of the bus. My 2 straight male friends got in their underwear and scissored each other while singing "Fancy Living, Here We Come" from SpongeBob. One of the funniest things I've ever seen. We were too old to be playing Truth or Dare, like 20 years old. My friend had only seen boobs in his dad's Playboys. He hadn't even kissed a girl yet. Some woman was dared to show everyone her tits. My friend was silently stoked. He didn't cheer out loud, but I knew he was freaking giddy. As the woman lifted her shirt and bra, some other goober leaned right in front of my friend and blocked his view. It was over before my friend could react. He complained about it for weeks. We've laughed about it for years. I'm reading all these comments and damn, I got dared to go home. Saddest freaking post I've ever read on this site. Wasn't me, but a girl was dared to mirror what I do, so I made her hug a guy I knew liked her. Edit. For all the people saying I should have blown him, she only mirrored what I did, so I would have had to have given the air one top tier BJ. Epic bro move. Should have taken one for the team and let him F your ass. A girl, I didn't have a crush on her, but she was nice, flashed me. She also let me fondle her boobies. I know it's lame considering some of the responses here, but that's what I got. Don't say it's lame. There are people who aren't either attractive, interesting nor social enough to have ever interacted with people of the opposite gender or even gone to a party. Totally not speaking from personal experience though. I was at work, high school job at a department store, and the four of us in my department were playing truth or dare, mostly dumb work stuff like go mix up those shirts. Someone dared the girl who had a rep as being experienced, who was a couple years older than me, to give me a BJ. She told me to take break with her. I played along. We went to her car. She actually did it in the store parking lot. Sounds like a solid win to me. Sounds more like a fluid win to me tbh. I choose truth every time, because I was super boring, and had nothing to hide. I got made fun of that weekend, but Monday morning the nasty one Abe popular girl went around spreading everyone's secrets, and the ridiculous dares they did. Everyone except me. Boring for the win. Kissed the girl that would later become my first ever girlfriend, but is now my ex. It was a good 2 years though. I was late bloomer in high school. By the time I realized I may be attractive to anyone, it was over. Our senior year party for an art magnet school, we played this. A girl I had a fairly solid crush on, popular, cheerleader, a good friend, was asked who she had fantasized about, and I was the answer. Blew my mind. Gave me the guts to ask her out. It was a horribly awkward silly lunch date. Built my confidence a lot heading into college. A silly story, but it was a good one. In 8th grade I got my friend to dare me and my crush to kiss. We did. My friend was the best wingman lol. When I was in 8th grade, I made my friend ask me a truth, where I say who I liked, which was one of the guys in the group. We dated for 6 months and he ended up being my first love. Got to play my very first, and only, truth or dare game, when I moved to the US for college, with a bunch of people who I would characterize as moderately to severely religious. I was not, but those were the first people I had met, so I went with it. Needless to say, it was tame and clean. Worst thing someone got dared to do was walk up to a stranger and sing the national anthem. Reading all the responses here, I never imagined the game could be so interesting and sexually charged. I definitely missed out. I won $20 by doing a dare in which I ran outside in my underwear when it was sleeting outside. I've done far more for far less. $20 is $20. I went to an acquaintance's birthday. We spoke maybe 10 times prior. After a while she was down to just her bra and panties. That's when she was dared to seduce me. Well, she was kind of awkward, so her version of seduction was just to tackle me while we were both near naked. That was a great night and we are celebrating our first year of marriage next weekend. Might have been a weird way to seduce you, but it worked. For some reason most women don't realize that seducing a man is a fairly low effort activity. Most of the time a simple hey, you wanna, will do. Someone dared me to kiss a lady that I happened to have a thing for anyway. It was a very long time before we stopped kissing. Dated her for 3 years. Great lady, always a little sad it didn't work out. I got to watch my middle school friend, it was winter, go down to the yard, strip to boxers and run a lap around the yard. Needless to say we were all impressed and hysterically laughing. He did this in the middle of class BTW. Did anyone remember to unlock the door to let him back in? It's surprisingly easy to forget that kind of thing. Sherry was dared to spend 10 minutes in a dark room nearby Den with the guy of her choice. She chose me. Turned out to be a setup. Her best friend knew that Sherry had a crush on me and made this happen. Anyway, it was the hottest, fastest makeout session to date for me. We were both naked above the waist and she had her hand in my zipper. At 10 minutes there was an unwelcome knock on the door.